What's up, everybody? Chris and Tommy here. We have some celebrity gossip news. How's it going, Tommy?
It's going good.
Now, basically, I'm going to start off, Tommy, with... So, the Women's Right Walk, well, basically, Madonna had a speech that she was, talking about, thinking about blowing up the White House and all. Not only that, blowing up the White House, that woman should be arrested, seriously, no doubt about it. And not only that, President Donald Trump signed one of the deals to end Obamacare, and it's a deal that helps a lot of people out getting jobs out there and finding much better jobs than they already do. Shia LaBeouf has been on a live feed with a lot of people out there, and basically he's saying that you will not divide us and stuff, and he's like in a cult, and he's basically saying that with a lot of people around him, meaning that basically what he's saying is that you won't divide us, you won't break us up, everything changes and stuff. And he's talking about Donald Trump. What are your thoughts about that, Tommy?
Everyone, copes with what's going on differently. If that's his way of doing it, that's his way of doing it. Some people might say that's crazy, but in my opinion, it's just his way of coping with it. So that's the way I see it.
So, Tommy, Donald Trump had his inauguration.
As everyone knows, Donald Trump was sworn into office to become the 45th President of the United States. There were some protesters there. No violent protesters from all the stuff I've heard. Just peaceful protesters. The cops were all in riot gear, which was unnecessary because there maybe had been a few instigators, but those are not protesters. And everyone's calling these people that are instigators or do the violence to protesters, but they're not protesters. They're there for one purpose, and one purpose only is to create problems. They're not protesters because you're not protesting anything by causing problems. So there were some of those people out there. There always are at these peaceful protests, but they're not protesters. But for the most part, it was pretty uneventful from all the stuff I've read and seen. For the most part, it really wasn't, it's really uneventful. The crowd that went to see him get sworn in over by the Washington Monument, by the Capitol Mall area, it was like really empty. I mean, there was not that many people there.
But the night before, when he had the bands going, a lot of singers showed up, quite a bit. The music looked really fantastic, but there were a lot of singers that did not sing there, the night before, right, Tommy?
Yes.
Exactly. So, moving on, what do you have for us this week, Tommy?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to cover two things that are coming up in the YouTube as a whole itself. So as of last year, the number of people getting gold play buttons had jumped. Over 1,000 people had received gold play buttons last year. So that's...
Now, do you want to tell people what the gold play button is?
Yeah, the gold play button is a reward you reach when you reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh yeah, so the other parts of this that goes well with the story. So to help more people achieve more subscribers and include more people to YouTube Red, they're going to now open YouTube Red up to other countries besides Australia, United Kingdom. It'll be in several other countries like France, Germany. So they're expanding on YouTube Red. That's another thing. And then during Sundance, I'm just kind of rolling this all into one category. So then at Sundance, they have teamed up with advertisers from a place called Mom, Diggs, and so forth to create 5-second ads to help promote things about YouTube and all that, and help bring in new money to YouTube. As well as they're premiering a YouTube Red documentary called This Is Everything. YouTube just implemented their where you can donate money directly during a live show. When somebody does a live show on YouTube, through the comments, there's a little dollar sign. You could donate $25, $10, whatever you feel comfortable with doing, like they do on Twitch. Since it got started, the first rough amount was over $2,000 earned.
So those of you that have this on your dashboard, check it out, and you'll be able to have that feature when you go live as well. It's a pretty good thing to have.
Back on January 14th, YouTube is now making a conscious effort to respond and be more transparent when making changes to their site and actually listening to people's concerns, such as PewDiePie, Franco, people like you and me, and really making the site so it works for everybody. And in order also to help this out too, they're also focusing their efforts on making sure that people know what are the most watched videos out there, channels. So basically with all this, from all the things that happened last year with all the complaints from big YouTubers like Franco, PewDiePie, and many more, YouTube is now learning from that and going to say, okay, we're going to fix problems as soon as they arise, and we're also going to be more transparent with people in the future. One last quickie one. So basically YouTube started last year a program called YouTube Lab. You know, people get paid. So instead of having to go through a third party, YouTube would do the work for you and connect with brands such as L'Oreal, Canon, and so forth, to help bring paid deals to YouTube without having to go through a third party.
We'll give you the links to our stories down on the section down below, and let us know what story you liked that we covered. And so everyone, we do have a hotel room for VidCon, and what else, Tommy?
We also have a Patreon page for Next Level Productions. It's where you can donate money to help us create awesome content like you're seeing right now.
Exactly. So anyways, take care, guys. We'll see you next time, and this has been a Next Level Productions.
The channel takes you to the next level.
All right, later, everyone.
Bye.
What else, Tommy?
We also have a Patreon page for Next Level Protections. Protections? Whoops.